A warm good evening and welcome to it. It's Sport at 10 time. I'm Thomas Mlabo. What a show we've got in store for you tonight. And it is extra special because South Africa turns 23 tomorrow. It is Freedom Day and we are doing a special show especially for you when it comes to the Freedom Day theme. We'll be highlighting some of the greats, the Born Frees, those doing great performances in the time of freedom. And here they are coming onto the show. We've got freestyle footballers. You've seen first of all there, it was Sam Modise. Right next to him is Sipho Busakwe, and across on the far post next to him, Sam Modise. Two of them are brothers. One of them is an international competitor, and we will be seeing their freestyle football skills and finding out why didn't they go and play for Chiefs or Pirates. Anyway, then we'll catch up with the sport that is called fencing, and it has nothing to do with the thing around your house. It's got a sword, and there he is, the #1 South African in fencing, Sello Maduma. And we wrap things up with the freckled-faced beauty who's been on television since I was young, and I've been around for a long time. Hulisani Ravele, you'll take on our Sport at 10 quiz, and we'll find out what she's up to, so can't wait to hear from her. It's going to be a good show, and we now move on to our very one and only Sunday Times sports editor, BBK. Lots of news stories, are doing all sorts of things, but before we get to that, BBK, happy birthday for tomorrow. 23 years of age as a South African.
23 years of age as a South African, breaking free from the shackles of the bondage of apartheid, making sure that we plant the fruits of liberation that was nourished by the blood of so many of our martyrs coming from all across. And the most important, trying to remain on the road of making sure that we do provide a better future for all citizens of the country. But for the Korchas family also, it is a happy birthday. My late uncle, Peter Thabo Korchas, was born on the 27th of April, and we were very chuffed at home when 27th April became the day we became free from apartheid.
Hala, South Africa, Freedom Day tomorrow. It's not just a public holiday. BBK putting it into perspective for you. But it also is a sad time right now for one Tsotsobe, Lonwabo Tsotsobe. What's happening with him?
Now, let's take a few steps back before we go forward. There is a body called the Anti-Corruption body in Cricket South Africa. And what they did is that they've now provisionally suspended Ulonwabo Tsotsobe. And this is a result of what happened like in 2015. Because if you go back to what happened with the T20 Grand Slam, where a lot of cricketers were charged and found to be guilty and also banned from the sport for having been participants in a match fixing. You will remember your Kulam bodies were part of the people who were banned. Utami Tologile was one of them, Uetim Balati, as well as Uchin Symes.
Alvaro Peterson.
Alvaro Peterson was another one indeed.
So,
now the charges, he contrived to fix or otherwise improperly influence or seek to accept or accepting or agreeing to accept a bribe or reward to fix or contrive to fix a match, and also may have knowingly accepted a gift that when he should have known.
This temporary ban, how long?
Now, in terms of the ban, it's going to come for him. They're still charging him. But over 20 years and all of that. Now, the issue here is, CSA also has got a structure where all the players and all the officials, if there is any attempt by UPBK or Thomas to say, $20, $20,000 US or whatever, you are duty bound by that contract to say, I am going to go report you are attempting this. All of those who were banned, and now with Tammy, they have been charged and they were banned for not actually disclosing and alerting the officials to dismiss the men.
Right, so sad news there in cricket, and especially for Nonwabo Tsotsobe. Let's see what happens as the investigation continues. Moving on to tennis. And, well, you know what? Serena is pregnant. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's right. And then this guy here.
Are you calling that thing a guy?
No. He's actually quite a legendary tennis player. Ilie Nastase is Romania's Davis Cup captain. He's a legendary tennis player, but he said the wrong thing now.
No, it's not saying the wrong thing. He has presented himself as a sorry excuse for a human being.
And he's now being called a racist.
He's not being called a racist. He is a racist for the utterances that he made.
What did he say now?
Okay. So you know that news broke last week after Serena tweeted or put in, what's this other social media platform? Snapchat, you know, that she was 20 weeks pregnant, right? Now, this guy comes out to say he wonders.
Because Serena, before you go far, Serena's dating a white guy.
Of course he is.
So that's the key here.
Of course.
And
she is
the white guy is the baby
with
daddy.
This white guy, fine. Now, this one says he wonders what kind of a baby they are going to have. And then he asks, is it going to be chocolate?
With milk.
With milk. Because now it's a reference to the boyfriend and the girlfriend.
He said, let's see what color it has. Chocolate with milk, question mark.
Right. So Serena just kept her cool and did not say anything and said, I'm going to maintain my dignity. But this thing is eating up on her. And she's broken her silence now. She's coming out to say, listen, I am not going to come down to your level, but I'm just going to hit you with one poem from a great black African woman. This is the late Maya Angelou. And I want to read the poem to you. It is
How
Still
long
I
is
Rise.
it?
She says, does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? You may shoot me with your words. You may try to kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I rise. And Serena is going to come back after delivering a very black baby, whichever race it is. The issue here is that when she comes back, I hope that she comes back with so much vengeance and she beats all the people who come from East Europe so that that man can sit down and shut up and go to his little corner in his hole and never come back. You know how I feel about this.
He's touched on his studio. There's also an investigation going on from tennis officials into Edina Stasi's comments, and he may find himself officially in trouble for what he had to say as well. But you know what? It's not every day that I get in my car and I go and be part of Fill Up Poch. But I did it on Friday. I went to Poch because we're going to show you some of the action that took place there at athletics. These were the 4 fastest men in the history of South African 100-meter running ever on the track. Akani Simbini comes through to beat Wade van Niekerk in the 100 meters there.
And
I was there.
9.95 seconds, right?
I was there.
You were there.
I saw it.
I was watching.
Then Wade, the next day in the 200 meters, he showed a clean pair of heels to the field.
19.90 seconds. That is the fastest this year.
In the world this year. Fastest time in the world this year.
He's not the best for nothing. He's not a 400-meter world champion for nothing. But what is also good here is that it was so great because Athletics South Africa wanted our athletes to go and compete in Bahamas. And they pulled together and they said, no, we are going to stay at home and we are going to make sure that we do fill up Poch. And the hashtag trended. And when are you going to see Wade, Ulukuzane, Anaso Chobotwane, as well as Ukasta Simenya, Simon Mahakwe, Noluvo Manyonga, all performing at the same place. It was a wonderful event. South African athletics are on the way up, and Wade is actually excited by part of that. And I will tell you why.
Why?
He's saying that the way that there's such depth that he's seeing, he is confident that South Africa is well on the way up to matching, if not even beating, the powerhouses of athletics. And we're talking here about those guys from Jamaica, my brothers, about Usain Bolt and them.
Hey, but it was a great evening. You know, I had goosebumps. It was amazing. When they started the race and they named the guys as they were about to take that 100 meters. And then Akani and Wade did a little jog down the track. The stadium erupted. It was...
and
it was too good. I loved it.
And you know the sort of their friendship.
I was there. I went to Poch just for that because I was a runner in my day. I was 100 meter. Yeah, we are done. 100 meter, 200 meter champ.
At the parking lot, you and me. After the show parking lot, we're doing
You wouldn't have caught me. I was gone in 60 seconds. Gone. Moving on, though. Jomo Cosmos find themselves in big hot water with the PSL in terms of what went wrong for them. I can't understand. They missed the game. They did not honor a fixture.
They did not honor a fixture because...
A whole game, like a whole 90 minutes.
Let me explain this to you. So they get on a flight from Johannesburg. They go to Cape Town to go on a game against FC Cosmos, right? And when they are on their flight, they arrive safely, they go to the match venue. Lo and behold, when they arrive at the match venue, they discover that their luggage and
so no cards, jersey. And the cards, those
playing cards,
official
before
cards,
the game, before the pre-match preparation,
show the registration cards to say this is my players, they're registered.
Those 2 items were not there. Now, how did this happen? How can troublemaker of South African soccer forget something like this? No. He did not forget anything. When you check, when you investigate, the facts come out to say that the airlines are the ones at fault here because luggage come to man, instead of going to Cape Town, it went to Durban.
Because it seemed impossible that a professional football club in the National First Division could simply not honor a fixture.
A man
I don't remember that happening since the days
legend of Orlando Pirates Football Club, do something like that.
Yeah.
It was the fault of the airline. And knowing Umchumane, he's not saying anything because, of course, the matter is before the PSLTC. But I'm sure he's confident that if he can get the evidence from the airlines to show that this is what happened, maybe the conclusion to all of this will be a replay of this match.
But the league's disciplinary committee, all they know is that you didn't play the game, and that's why they're having the investigation, and we'll see what kind of punishment
And the second charge
comes up.
quickly was about a match that they played against Umtata Parks. In that instance, though, Ecosmos seems to be at fault here because in the rules of National First Division, the teams must play or must have, at least in the matchday squad, Abafana about 3. Right, sitting on the bench, and during the duration of the game, 2 must always be on the field.
Under
now
23.
they had 2 on the field, but they did not have 3 on the bench.
Under 23 players.
Under 23 players.
Now,
that's the rule in the
let's
National
look at
First
something
Division.
else here, because as you know, I've been away. I saw some NBA basketball. We've had the Harlem Globetrotters here in studio in the past, one of the great basketball teams of all time. But this is unbelievable. This, from the top floor, he throws it over his shoulder through the hoop.
This is Julian Zeus McClellan, one of the Globetrotters.
I can't believe that.
This is called the Viking trick shot, and it did this at the US Bank Stadium in Minnesota on April 11.
I can't believe that.
It is stunning. I do not know how many times he practiced this. I really would like to see him, and I'm not even sure whether he's going to be able to succeed in repeating this feat. It is amazing.
We just had to show it to you because it left my mouth open.
And we also had the Globetrotters on the show
And
some
we've had
couple of years
But
back.
now, let's move on to South Africa's one and only sports comedian. He's undefeated in 4 years of sports comedy. He is the one and only, performing tomorrow at the State Theatre in Pretoria, the Shampoo-nizer. I've got my tickets. If you need your tickets, you must make it to the place that sells tickets first thing in the morning, right?
Yes. Tomorrow we are at the State Theatre, 7:30, Friday. Bathum, we are at Rustenburg.
Live and dangerous.
Bona, we're doing it. Just go there. Follow me on Twitter or and Instagram, and you'll get details and everything. But Harlem Globetrotters mfethu uchapa ball from the back, and then it goes straight into the net.
Yes.
Pirates vamesa net if the whole goalpost. If come out on my way, facing that way, nothing. No man, Mudimar designer gonna go one. Perez, no, you need to go and check yourself. I saw those sprinters. Anaso Jobondoani, it was nice until Anaso got an injury, and then he pulled out.
He said it was cold. It was cold. He wasn't ready to risk an injury.
Yeah, you are soft. Unezi Kellogg's. Ulebele casta papa. Casta mana pap and peanuts. Umu. We're not busy. Casta umu. Umu kabu hobe. Papa bona papa ya ofisa kaya utoni. Adale casta. Bona red cake in my hair. Wow. My hair and red cake. Casta adale mana bona. We saw Sunet. Suneta kuno padare ngela bona. We need to understand that if you bona Sunet. Please, from now on, you should know you are Zulujo. If you can throw a spear that far, you are officially an Ingabi. Uyinkabi. No, she's Zulujo. Yeah, it's a spear, Joe. But in Zulu, that's not how Shaka Zulu the movie taught us. If you throw Uyinkabi, a fella does so. Zulu. Exactly. Yeah, you see, we are happy like this. You know what was boring? Chiefs versus Super Sport. That game was boring. Like, it was so boring.
Okay, were you watching the same game?
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah,
Chiefs versus Super Sport.
First half.
The game was...
Second half, extra time.
They were playing that game at the crèche Urbatabana. The penalty. That game was boring. Yes, that game was boring. Kuna didn't even touch one ball. Not even one ball got the penalty. Got ball la neli mini. You mean I senkadile angeke ngibambelento. Mana that game was boring. No, we have to be fair. That game was boring and everything. Let's talk about like here in South Africa we had we had floods, ne? because we have natural disasters nowadays. This year is very dangerous. We had like floods, and we had like the earthquake a few days ago, and then Gabuza scored. Like, things are happening nowadays. Gabuza scored by himself. Gabuza scored, Job. Gabuza scored. Build that man a stage. He scored. Scored. Gabuza, I'm like, serious? No, Job, Pirate is doing things. Pirate win every cup. Black Label by win. Now they were wearing green. Net bank. Did you see? From a distance, they look like a bag of weed. Like after green, Ndoro was wearing green. Mirire green. Now he's there. I'm looking at him, looking like a bar of sunlight. I'm like, Ndoro, where's the hala? It's rough, too. But Chiefs, this Shibale, Baluz. Chiefs, Chiefs, teaming. Where's the bar? Ogarle and fall. And I'll just stop start mode. You guys are making history.
Chips, I must tell you, they went 14 games undefeated before that defeat.
Because
so there was no stop-start base.
They are making history and everything. They never had such a dark goalkeeper since Boten de Eshel. That boy is bad. Like, I heard or Onaldi tattoo and Ukas Divoni, because I'm just suggesting already. Yeah, next time use Tipex, my guy. Use Tipex, but I'm gonna repeat what Steve Compella said, and then you guys shouldn't be surprised why they didn't win. Steve Compella said these words after losing on Nedbank. Yes, we are losing the Nedbank Cup, but you know what? We are not gonna focus on the Nedbank Cup. We're gonna shift our focus on losing the league.
Which brings us very nicely to our topic. The Shampunais will be back throughout the show, so make sure you stay with us for that. But can Cape Town City break the Gauteng stranglehold on the PSL title? I mean, I was trying to remember the last time a PSL title, the ABSA Premiership, went to a team from outside of Gauteng. I mean, that's Santos Manning Rangers days. That's that long ago.
Santos.
Cape Town City, are they the team to break the stranglehold? If you think so, tell us why at SPORTAT10TV. We're going to a break. After the break, we will show you the highlights of the midweek games. There are goals you will not believe. If you miss it, you're missing a lot. After that, we've got fencing, we've got balls that are freestyling. We've got so much for you. This is SPORTAT10.
Mayonga, Olympiese silwer medalje van verlede jaar. Spog reeds hierdie seisoen met 'n beste van 8,62 meter. Nommer 1 op die IAAF se wêreldranglys. Wat gaan ons vandag hier sien? Hier in die dun lig van Potchefstroom. Gaan ons hier 'n sprong van oor die 8 meter sien. Hierdie lyk na 'n groot sprong. 8,65 meter. 'n Nuwe nasionale rekord. En hy verstewig sy plek op die IAAF se wêreldranglys. Dis die beste sprong wat enige atleet nog op Suid-Afrikaanse bodem gespring het.
When your nose is blocked, pressure starts to build, making your head feel heavy. Sounds like a head cold. SinuTab nasal spray unblocks your nose fast, relieving the pressure and clearing your head cold within 10 minutes and lasting up to 10 hours, so you can get back to normal. SinuTab clears your head.
You probably haven't really noticed these poles and boxes, but they are wherever you are. They're what makes it possible to stay in touch. Harness the power of the internet. Access Wi-Fi. Game online. And even live stream videos. See, these aren't just boxes. They're what connects you on behalf of your internet provider to your world. Because connected people are empowered people.
Don't go to extremes to get relief. Ask your pharmacist about the Benlin Wet Cough range, because when a cold or flu comes with a cough, the Benlin Wet Cough range starts to work quickly in 30 minutes to clear your chest. Get better. Get Benylin.
Are you a man of status? Stand a chance to win luxury watches and other instant prizes to the value of 500,000 Rand. To enter, buy any status deodorant and dial star 120 star 37375 hash. Buy status and win.
Stay connected on the LTE network that covers 27 million people and growing. Get the LG G6 for only 599 Rand per month on a 24-month MyMTN Choice 100 contract. And you'll get a free Bluetooth stereo headset and 64GB micro SD card worth 2,398 Rand. Visit your nearest MTN store today.
South Africa's 23 years of age tomorrow. It's Freedom Day, and before the break you saw Luvo Manyonga, one of those in a free South Africa, doing what he does best with the freedom to break the African and South African record. But now we will show you some more of those moments as the show goes on. But let's get to the ABSA Premiership from last night, to what was, for me, possibly the game of the season, as we saw top teams in the league, top coaches in South African football, local boys, Tinkler and Kompela, with their teams, Cape Town City and Kaizer Chiefs, taking each other on. The opening goal, finding the back of it. What a run. What a run.
Wonderful. It's like Kaizer Chiefs opened like the Red Sea,
then,
allowing him to
look
go
at
through.
this finish from Shaba. Top corner, Yazi precision, Swiss watch. Look at that.
And they were ball watching. It's like they were appreciating his skill. And the goalkeeper couldn't do anything because he was way off his line. And the Shuaib Walters, they have to watch Shaba and his teammates celebrating. But City were definitely not done here. And they were going to regain their lead through the foot of this man, who's been their best player, possibly the player of the season.
Kishin.
George.
Shibobo.
And you know what? Pinch, Iskimu George.
Shibobo.
Iskimu George no lebo, bambulele. But then again, Kaizer Chiefs were not prepared to kill up and die. They were going to continue fighting to make sure that they don't end up losing everything, like Tips is saying. Upaya is doing magic. Joseph Moringwana getting the goal to get them back into the game.
And then at this stage, Chiefs were on fire. You thought Chiefs are going to go on to win the game. Last 5 minutes, it went the other way. Cape Town City pushed for the winning goal, and it came with the 92nd minute.
You know the guy who sold out Jesus in the Bible?
Judas.
Nango Messiah mate. Wow. Yeah, he didn't sell out his team. He took them
Cape
all
Town
the way
City,
back to the top of the log.
And Sundowns, had City not scored that last-minute goal, would have been top of the log.
For sure.
Because they went on to beat Ajax Cape Town in this game. Look at Percy Dow here. He's back.
Touch. Wonderful. And the strange thing is there were a lot of players, of fans who were booing him, were not quite happy with his performance on the day, and it was a magic touch from Pitso Mosimane. At halftime, he waited for Percy to come to him, had his hand around him, they walked to the tunnel together. Surely some words were said in the privacy of the dressing room, but when he came back with that goal. And this is a fantastic finish. Anthony Lafo, definitely not a selfish. Nangoge umangetse uThemba Mfokazwane ile njabulo le jabulisa kakhulu. Sundowns winning 2-0.
So that was what took place there. Then Bidvest Wits up against SuperSport United. Wits, one of those chasing for the title. SuperSport chasing for the title without their coach in Stuart Baxter. Then terrible piece of work there at the back.
Tusopala kind of saying, Stuart, we know you're in hospital. You're out now. We hope that you recover quickly. He's been booked off for 2 games. He's not even going to be on the bench for the Saturday game. Tusopala making sure that he gets the goal to did a huge damage on Wits' chances of winning the league. Let's
get on to tonight's action. There were 2 games that took place. We start out with, well, it's same situation, different day, eh? It was 1-1 in the previous game in the league between Baroka and Orlando Pirates. And this time, no spectacular from Oscarin Masiluke, but that is straight through the goalkeeper.
No spectacular from Oscarin, but a huge blunder here from Siyabonga Mponchane. And Baroka saying, Siyabonga, indeed, you're giving us a wonderful goal. And they held on to their lead. They tried to push Pirates all the way. Blunders, goalkeepers of Pirates, they've excelled this season.
Letsoalo scoring there, and Mponchane saying, yeah, ne. And then it took the 90th minute of football for Issa Sa to come back with a Masuluke type finish to break Baroka
the
hearts.
Mali of the Buccaneers, but that cross coming from who?
Platinum Stars.
Opa Manyisa.
Platinum Stars, Free State Stars. Free State Stars right towards the basement. Platinum Stars involved in CAF Confederations Cup. And there is Enrico Botes. 10 minutes in.
Good goal for them. They're in the 10th minute. It only lasted for 8 minutes here, Thomas, because Untlantla Vilakazi did that.
Good finish.
Spectacular.
Good
Look
finish.
at the goalkeeper.
Good
Look at the
finish.
goalkeeper.
Pick your
no
spot.
movement, nothing whatsoever. Just admiring that wonderful,
Pick
wonderful
your spot.
shot.
They've seen it the day before with Shaba.
On any given
So it's
Wednesday,
like,
that's
let's
a
do a
wonderful
Shaba
goal.
finish. That's the football highlights for you. We're going to a break. We'll be back after the break when we focus in on a sport that you definitely haven't seen on Sport at 10. Probably have never seen in your life. Fencing. That thing yaga Zorro. Ping, 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 ping. We're talking about that. And we're also going to be celebrating, as we go into this break, the born freeness of South Africa as we look back at some of the great sporting moments of the last little bit of freedom in our country. Silo, you're next with your fencing.
On that area, chance for the boys on. Good pass now being seen by Singh. Chance now for South Africa to get an opportunity, and it's a goal! Chopani, this is his first contribution. It's brought inside. Chance now for South Africa, and saved by the goalkeeper. Yet another, and it's a goal! Singh with the pass into the box. Chance now for South Africa. Opportunity brought inside, and it's a goal! Sibongaki Mbata scores the third one.
Everyone knows inflation can push up the price of your groceries. But at Checkers, we've beaten inflation 8 years in a row, which is why we can bring you more deals than any other supermarket, with prices as low as $42.99 for Ariel Auto, powder detergent or tablets, and $99.99 for both Nescafe Classic and Cappuccino Sticks. More deals, more savings for you. Checkers.
Join Black Motion for the party of the decade as they celebrate the sounds of the nation. Proudly supported by Jazz UL, DJ Foster, Transmike Soul, Leighton Moody, and DJ Strategy. The beat drops Saturday 6 May at Turbine Hall in Johannesburg and will be broadcast live on the Hit Refresh Show on Channel O between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Tickets available from ticketpros.co.za. Valentine's Beat of Africa, the stay true sound of a continent.
Sia is wondering why he paid R31.90 for such small pieces of chicken. It's official. Sia is hungry like a lion. When you're hungry like a lion, only Hungry Lion can satisfy you with king-size chicken. Get the Big Bite 2, 2 bigger, juicier pieces of chicken and more thick-cut chips for only R28.90.
Hungry like a lion.
Sharing is one plan for the whole family, where everyone gets more no matter how you slice it. With Free Me Family 30 gig, everyone can dig in and share a mega load of data and minutes across 4 SIMs. Your family will also enjoy free Telkom to Telkom calls, WhatsApp, Wi-Fi and SMSs. Get it with a brand new Huawei Nova and Huawei P9 plus awesome freebies, all for under $1,200 a month. Set your family free with SA's most innovative operator.
Cinemetu, the Jemison family motto. Fear a bit less and you'll live a bit more. Don't hide, walk tall. Never be afraid to make unexpected friends, because those friends will become family. And if you've got family and something to fight for, then there's nothing to fear. This is Cinemetu. Fear a bit less, live a bit more.
The most exciting time of the year is here, where the biggest deals kick in the gear. We are turning on that birthday heat. Games birthday prices can't be beat.
Nobody beats our birthday prices. Get a KIC bottom freezer fridge for 3,899 Rand. A 48-inch Telefunken Full HD LED TV for 3,999 Rand. Or Simple Choice 6-watt LED globes for just 14 Rand 99 each. Nobody beats our birthday prices, only at Game.
On guard. Got him. There you go. That was my experience of fencing. I'm with South Africa's #1, Silo Manduna. This is fencing. Do you mind if I put the flag down?
No, you can.
I mean the sword down.
You can put it down.
Thank you.
Sure.
So Silo Manduma, you are #1 fencer in South Africa. And what we are doing here is just a little sample of what the real sport is. It's not even that, right?
It's not even that.
No.
This is just a touch of it.
What is it? What is fencing? How did you get into it? What are the different disciplines? What is the thing that you specialize in?
Fencing comes in 3 different weapons. There's the epee, foil, and the saber. I do the epee.
So sword yakho baby is the epee.
Epee. This one is an epee.
Okay, and this is the heaviest, biggest.
This is heaviest. It's the most common because it was from the head to toe. And it's easier to teach. That's I teach all 3 because I'm a fencing master now. But I specialize in this one.
And in the actual thing, your uniform, that kit that you're wearing, it's got ama sensors, ain't it?
Uniform and ama sensors. But there
how
are
do they
wires.
know that you've struck each other?
Wires.
Oh, in the sword. I always thought the uniform had.
Yes.
So the sword has wires, and then it hits the other guy's uniform?
Then this will click, and there's a light that goes on.
And then you know that you've killed him?
You know that you've got your point.
And you get a point from that?
You get a point from that.
Wow, okay. Now, because this is a sport that abutaki vele.
Well, in terms of abutaki, the first club, Elokshin, they say Mamelodi.
That's where your hometown is?
That's my hometown. And Meikala, I was still in primary school. I was still playing football in Suskat. And I figure high school, I'm at Tata, so trainer now. And I sort of fell in love with the sport after one competition where I really got a big hiding. Like Nasha was strong. And I came back, started training, and 17 years later, I'm an Olympian fencing master. Yeah, I've been to World Championships and everywhere in sport.
You've been to the Olympic Games even. You represented us in 2008 in Beijing. And also met Leo Messi. I don't know which one I want to talk about the most there. But what an experience in Beijing.
It was an experience. I mean, in the Waga Messi, I stayed up. Like the Argentinian team used to come to the lounge where we eat. Like after everyone has gone to bed. And I got word with no was figure up. So I was the only guy waiting la lounge. I think it was around 1 a.m.
Ufuna sword?
No, I ufuna kumbona that this time. It means the show out because we first started from Kala Valley. Yeah.
Then, I mean, you've been to the Commonwealth Games. You were in Scotland. You represented us there. You just missed out on going to the Olympics in London. And then I didn't hear your name at all when it came to the Rio Olympics. But when's that?
2016, Bengseskela in Senegal. So we were for about 11 months to go and get the qualification of fencing master.
So bolo ting 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 ting.
So funda ideng like manje bese
In
a scale ideng.
Yeah, 11 months.
11 months and
bakufundisa
how to be a coach, how to teach fencing, and it's quite a lot of work.
It's lightning fast. I mean, I've watched it on TV. What we were doing was actually a bit of a joke because it is so quick what they try. When you guys are moving that sword and how quickly you're trying to get points on each other, the reflexes, how do you even stay sharp? How do you even see what the other guy is going to do?
Practice. But in Tenkula, it's as you are thinking of what to do, the other guy is thinking the same thing. So you need to be, it trains you to be a very fast thinker and to analyze what's going on, because you may be planning something, anticipating a certain move from your opponent. You need to be able to adjust. And that's like
to attack, to counter attack,
fraction of a second, you need to be able to take those decisions. That's why Mofuni saying they learn those types of skills. Because you analyze how changing on and think fast.
In a new
muscle coach. I think that's
competing. I mean, the tournaments are in Europe mainly. Are you able to get there? How are you able to maintain your ranking to stay amongst the world's best?
In terms of competing overseas, we get support from the government and your SASCOC. But we're not even competing half of what we should be doing, because we go to like 2-3 competitions per year. Whereas those guys in Europe, Labant are every single weekend and high-level competition. So that's why our ranking, when we get into the top 50, it's a big thing. But
to maintain that ranking is very hard because Guma competition are far less than those guys. You find that, but in the last 2 Olympics, Africa got medals, and it's from the guys who are in Tunisia and Egypt because most of those guys train in France. So, Patola that exposure layer. So, if we also would follow suit, just get our athletes there, then I think that is the was maybe Tola medals come Olympics or
the day you told the time alako to ufuna buy fence and daughter. Then the next thing was fencing time.
Like I want to my grandparents and Abantabatal. So when Kalang fencing, it took years with Babanda Saint until such time the equipment was one and Bamang Almanji saying no Savanangales until Natil safe because in Simbi no Limazana and they were concerned. But when I started winning medals, they thought, okay, maybe I'm the one hitting the other guys.
And you're doing it for youngsters as well. You're doing it for the youngsters in Mamelodi.
Yeah, I've got a club in Kalila in Kalinen, the Refile Fencing Club. It's been running for about 3 years now, and the guys are actually fencing nationally. How many kids? What are you trying to achieve? I've got 20 kids at the moment in Kalinen. That's my club, and I get invited because I'm a qualified coach now. So I do fencing clinics around the country. I've been doing a couple of them in Eastern Cape. Did one in Devon recently. So I think I'm trying to establish myself as the main coach who is mobile in South Africa. And for me now, if I can just produce a couple of kids who would compete internationally, it can be Olympics or African Championships or World Champs, it would be something as So
wherever you are in South Africa, if you're looking for your child to be in fencing, coach. We found him for you. On his birthday, Silo Maduma, happy birthday today. Hey, how old?
I'm 30 years old today.
30, daughter, you're still low mileage. Low mileage. And they didn't put too many holes in you. It was great to experience a little bit of fencing with you at your epee, and I think South Africans appreciated it. So, we're going to say goodbye to you now, but we look forward to you doing great things in future, both in fencing and with the coaching that you're doing.
No, problem. I hope it will inspire and Sportless because now it's open to everyone. So we must just take that opportunity and run with it.
Maduma, South Africa's #1 fencer. Before the last break, we showed you the under-20s and what they'd achieved. They're going to the World Cup this month in South Korea. That's the achievement when it comes to freedom, with South Africa's birthday taking place tomorrow with Freedom Day. And we're going to show you another moment of this free South Africa that was memorable in sport. So take a look as we come back after the break with Freestyle Football.
Got him! Corner point! Big appeal, and he's given. It's got it! Strength sky for it, and big appeal and given. Gets behind, and it's gone. Another fiver for young Kagiso Rabanda. In the air, simple catch.
Games, birthday prices can't be beat.
Nobody beats our birthday prices. Get a Lenovo B smartphone on a YouChoose Flexi 200 contract plus a 3,000 Rand game shopping voucher for only $199 per month. Only at Game.
Savlon antiseptic liquid kills in seconds and protects for hours, leaving you free to live more. And it's formulated by Johnson & Johnson to kill over 99.9% of germs on skin. Savlon kills in seconds, protects for hours. Now get an extra 250 mils when you buy our 750 mil value pack.
Little Horsey is getting ready for his first day of school and needs to get his uniform and stationery. Ugogo has to wait for pension day to get money, but that's too far away. But wait, his sister Tandy works in the city and can send Ugogo money. She calls Tandy to ask her for money for Horsey school supplies. With instant money at Cambridge Food, Tandy can send money for Horsey to get everything he needs. It's always possible with instant money at Cambridge Food. Send and receive money at these stores.
Save money, live better, Cambridge Food.
Sarah uses new Johnson's Vita-Rich. C doesn't. Despite harsh environments, Sarah's skin stays healthy looking and Z's doesn't. With gentle berry extract, Johnson's Vita-Rich naturally nourishes, leaving skin freshly scented and moisturized for 24 hours.
That's the gentle power of Johnson's.
New Johnson's Vita-Rich, the power of gentle.
Now available. New Johnson's Vita-Rich with cocoa butter.
You know the moment. It comes when it wants, out of nowhere. When quit and keep going sit neck and neck. So you choose, and success conquers failure. Mind passes body. Finished becomes finish. This is the moment. It's why you run. Energade. It's what you put in.
There was a young man who sure liked to rumble. He dreamed big, but his roots kept him humble. He knew actions more than words made him a man. So he came up with a new plan. Over the years, his rumble showed the world he was a true original. A man who set the standard, others follow. The Glenlivet, it all comes back to the original.
I don't know why you're even looking at me. We need to look at what's happening over there because I've got South Africa's national champion busy with the freestyle football moves that took him to the national championship. Oh, Sipho, you are showing us flames there. I'm loving it. I'm holding his trophy here in my hand. Freestyle Football Championship 2016 winner. Sipho showing us some moves. Ah, okay. And I've got the two brothers, the Modise brothers as well. Now, guys, let's see what you guys do because you guys do it together as a team. Show us what you got. Okay, balls in the air. La. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Leo Professor is going to ask us questions here. With what move is that? Okay, I'm convinced. That's hard. Yo.
That's it.
These are some of the. I know. This is unacceptable. Look at that. Look at that. I'm beyond words, and it's very difficult for me to not have words to say. Some of South Africa's best freestyle footballers are right here on Sport at 10. Gentlemen, I loved it. Thank you very much. You've given us a sample. Stand up. Let's talk about it a little bit. Oh, man. Sam.
Yeah, we all put Tom's.
Ndota. So you and your brother. Nkalenin.
Yo, started 2008.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what brought you into it? Why? Let's do this other kind of football.
No, it's like when I'm in school, I'm just trying to build a video about Ronaldinho. I'm just taking Paul Wood in Jacobs, but I listen to him. Take Paul. Singers would lend to them now. They carry and yelling. Yeah.
And now you do it with your brother.
Yeah.
So between you and Lucky, what non to him?
Since I'm so too.
Now, Lucky, your biggest moment of your careers. What have you enjoyed the most in doing this?
Lento le ukuthi ngiyenza like ukuthi ngiyenza ukuthi ngiyayithanda. I understand. Angifuni ukuzibona nami ngikude ngalento ngiyenza.
But I've seen you, man. I've seen you even at the FNB Stadium.
Yes.
Benenza.
I will see perform la ngiyafter time ngale game she's Pirates.
Ngedabi. Phambi kwabantwana 90,000.
Yeah, isipanisile it's obvious.
Bekunjani?
Hayi kumnandi kakhulu.
Crowd like
kabuhlungu, they respond.
Bevuma kakhulu nje. Bevuma kakhulu.
And then Sipho, let me get you into the conversation here because these guys doing it for the crowd, they love it, there's something they're passionate about. You, on the other hand, are a competitor. Yes. You go out there and you go and take people on. Why am I holding your trophy? Yes. People are going to think that I've won things. But tell us about the trophy. Where did you win it?
I won it at Kimberley last year. Yeah, it was national competition whereby it was held by Kimberley department. So the winner was the winner went to overseas, which is me, went to Europe to represent South Africa, Czech Republic.
Bosa Czech Republic?
Yes, of course.
Against the world's best freestyle footballers?
Yes, and actually, it's been a long time. I've been dreaming to meet some of them, like McRitch is from Poland, you know. I've been watching them, but at last I did see them.
This is the thing, guys. Where do you come up with these moves? Like, let's start with you. Where do you come up with the things that you're doing?
Well, 2010, ngilabona awuthi ba ke bingo. Kena motivated ngaholo dula ko Sebokeng. He's the guy aninganguta njimisa mpontsha ntho tsena di tswa jwang tsa ke ska wa moya till today. Ke dula ke na le kelelo yana ha ya gore bingo yena ngutile, and he's 40 years old. But even today,
coach is 120. Coach.
Not yet, but the motivator. Yeah, people are going to say, well, how come we see it?
And then the rest of it, you make it up. You just think of something crazy, and then you say, Singayenza.
It's easy. If we explain, we bola, tsatikiski. Yabo. Yastabangela nje.
So bengamnandanga ebhola. Like kahle running up the field, crossing, heading, fake ball netin. Animnandanga.
Besimnandi.
No. Because I have to ask, because I always ask that question. Manginbona lapha esithi lazy. Ngabe besimnandi. Ngabe besidlala ibhola 9-9 esigqoka ijezi ye-Chiefs ne-Pirates ndoda.
Besimnandi.
Nayikiswa yini ke?
Ukuthi Keris suke sathanda lento le. Yabo.
Based on me, I mean ibhola ngidlalile kakhulu. Mara every time never like a body and we have to take you to development under 17, under 19. Kabona, I'll never go to first team. Why I guess I something? That's when I started to do this.
Tips! Help me out, my man. Tips! We've seen some unbelievable freestyle footballing from the guys here. What do you have to say about what you saw?
Well, Thomas, right. Welcome to your TV, the legacy. Kinali, kulisani mona rehurile, renerele bana batu ba dlala ka di ball or na rehurile jwale. E re intenda jwale yo dlala ka ball.
The legacy, wena na wa phapela witsi.
Yeah, ba hurile go your TV byanong abasa rata bani, marata bo, you know, ntho tse ding. E ba shimane ba dlala ka di ball ba o etsa. Please, one word for you. Gabuza.
Oh, it's Amonna. Now I'm busy here in the studio. I've got the guys. They've done the best that they can do. We're going to a break, and we're going to remind you again. We are happy, see. We are happy. You know, he sees a ball. You see, that's the thing with the footballer. Sees a ball on the floor, there he is. No, stay, let me talk, and then you'll go to the ball. We're going to leave you with another great moment in the freedom of South Africa. Gentlemen, we love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep representing us overseas and entertaining us at the stadiums. This is Sport at 10 after the break. You've already seen who's coming next. Don't need to introduce her. Stay with us.
And Chad Leclos beginning now to dominate in this final 50. What a finish from the South African. Michael Rock hanging on from lane 8. But Leclos is going to strike gold for South Africa.
Brilliant swim this from Leclos. 2 gold medals coming for the South African. Brilliantly executed by Chad Leclos of South Africa in lane 2. He stands and waits for the rest. What a stunner from this young guy, 18 years of age.
They've got just over 10 to swim. Vanderberg, the world record holder, the world champ. He's going to win it again. Challenging Petey, but Vanderberg, I reckon, it's a game's record. Cameron Vanderberg.
Marco.
Follow.
Gentlemen, welcome to our pub. Gossel.
Moments that will never be forgotten. Moments that give us back our courage, our determination, our strength. Even moments to just dream. Well, these moments and more await you at every CTM store across the country.
For over 10 years, All Life have offered life and disability cover to people living with HIV. Affordable cover is just the start. All Life will give you a quote over the phone based on your personal needs and budget. If you accept, there's no paperwork. You will be covered from the day you pay your first premium. No waiting period.
HIV/AIDS has become a lot more acceptable than what it used to be. So liberating to disclose your status knowing that you no longer have anything to hide.
If you're ready to live your best life, SMS HOPE to 43998 and a consultant will call you back.
They must feel that even though our mom is no more, but with All Life, we feel like our mom is still there.
I was newly diagnosed at that time, but I didn't know if there is an insurance company that could take me with the HIV status up until I saw an advert on TV for All Life.
If you're ready to live your best life, SMS HOPE to 43998 and a consultant will call you back. All Life, living your best life.
When a man starts his day with new Nivea Men Cool Cake Body Lotion or Cream, he gets instant cooling and moisture and protection. So, when she tells you to carry a handbag in public,
What you gonna do?
play it cool. When you go for a scan, is it a boy? Is it a girl? It's both.
Twins, what you gonna do?
Play it cool with Nivea Men Cool Cake Body Lotion or Cream, official sponsor of Real Madrid. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
Quest, here we come.
Culture Quest maximizes a youth interest on cultural affairs. Hear them talking.
It's in question. It's big fighting. Culture,
Explore more on cultural values.
For sure.
It's important as an Indian designer to discover my cultural connection to the sari.
See them in action. Culture Quest, catch Siyam Dalose, bringing you Culture Quest, Sundays at 5:30 on SABC 1. Mzansi, for sure.
Don't want to go to the dam.
Okay, hang on. We'll go to the pub on one condition. What? Guido can fish.
And welcome to the hottest election game show on your TV screen. It can only be Quiz Me Konalapa SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
I'm just a bit irritated about Alistair which is get my award with tonight because
You know what?
Oh my word!
You can't.
Celebrating 20 years in front of the cameras, Hulisan Ravele, and you are stunned.
Oh, that is so special.
You are stunned. You don't have any of that stuff in your archives in Lean.
I've got some Pula and Friends archives, but because this is the building where the archives are, clearly you have the archives, and I haven't seen myself on Quiz Me in years.
That you were teaching people democracy, isn't it?
In my time.
Is it not your time anymore?
Actually, it's funny you say that because 20 years in, I feel like my time has just started all over again. It really feels brand new.
The first stuff you were talking about there, you were 9 years old.
I was 9. It was 1997. It was my first TV job. I'd gone training for 6 weeks. It was my first audition 2 weeks after my training was done. And it was for Pula and Friends. And they were looking for this character called Sabrina and a few others. First audition, got the job. And yeah, the rest is history. Really.
That opened the door. Yo TV next.
And that was everything. YoTV was everything. I joined YoTV in 2000. I think I was in Standard 5. So I went from primary school, high school, varsity.
You did what, like 8 years?
I did. 8 years of the best television years of my life. Like, there's no format that I cannot do because of YoTV.
Because it's live, right?
From live television to pre-recorded, but also the different kinds of formats that were within the show itself. So from environmental shows. I even did a sports show, Thomas. Wait, see, Negative Sports. Negative Sports. In my time. You don't know. You don't know.
Where's that sports show? Where is it? We want that information.
What was it called? I can't even remember it
right so
now.
Long ago. You don't even remember.
But yes, no, I did a sports show, environmental shows, quiz shows, talk shows. I mean, any format.
But you know there's more to you than just being a presenter on YoTV and TV shows that you've even forgotten the names of. You study. I'm not Gangani, ne? You like behind those books, full. Show off a little bit. Tell us what you've done.
I'm an academic at heart. Like, for me, television, I always say something that I stumbled upon and happened to be good at. Always loved drama at school. So now I realize it's my purpose and my passion, and I'm within it. I'm happy. But after high school, went to UJ, did my BCom marketing. That was 2006, 7, 8.
Usually that's enough for everybody. Then we say, okay, sing writing, not for you.
No, well, for me, it was, I decided to, so I was going to do my honors. And then I was like, okay, what should I do an honors in? And firstly, I was thinking, let me do an honors in marketing. And then my partner was like, no, really, marketing, what is it going to do for you? Do an honors in something that you're very passionate about. So I went to AFDA last year, and I did my honors in film and television, specializing in television production, so that I can own all of this. It must say my name.
You passed cum laude.
Well,
that means like I'm a A. I want to get Latin cum laude.
What happened was,
now you mentioned you opened the door to because you mentioned your partner.
Okay.
Then that one allows me to drive my truck in there, because you gave your partner a birthday present.
This birthday gift gets me in trouble with every guy everywhere.
Yeah, no. So magahamba ngicela ukungena and be with you.
Got it. Like,
because
I will spoil you, hey. Like,
just tell South Africa, you bought him tickets to Stamford Bridge to watch Chelsea play Man United.
Yes, that was his.
Did that include the flights?
Everything for his 30th birthday.
Hi. Nikuphi enza spoiler nathi. Sikhona sifuna ukuya kuma Stamford Bridge there ma London and someone else pay. You did that for your man?
What I'm trying to say is, if your girl takes you to Orlando Stadium, it's a love. It's just a different kind of love. Let's love each other on the levels that we're at, you know? But yeah, it was something that and he's very passionate about Chelsea. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I was blessed enough to be able to do it financially, of course. And yeah, he cried. No, he was stunned.
All expenses paid.
I need to say, so where do you want to go? I must start saving up now, just in case, you know?
It's too early. So we're not going to talk about those situations.
Too soon.
Doc Khumalo is your man, like your number one football player.
For me, you know, Dr. Khumalo was during an era and a time where 16V was all I knew. Like, you know, it was cars were being named after him, and it was just one of those superheroes that you were like, wow. Yeah, so when Shams was doing all his jokes in the beginning, like...
You're not feeling the Chiefs.
It's okay. And I know we like on the info... Oh, yes. Oh, no. Pagania. Oh, shame. You don't until. It's sad because, you know, my dad is gone, and he was a Pirates fan, and I miss being able to call him when, like, there's a derby on or Pirates has lost, like, a silly game, and I'm just like, and then, Pagania? Where's the galan? But I have friends that are Pirates fans, so it all works out.
Hulani Ravele, these is the SPORTAT10 Cup. It's priceless. You can't have it. But the cakes you can if you get our quiz right. So we're going to push you into the quiz. And the first thing we're going to do, it's all about a free South Africa. The athletes doing well right now in the freest part of that South Africa. So let's start first and foremost with your recognition ability. It's not Dr. Khumalo, but can you tell me who this athlete, this sportsman, this man is?
Oh, man, that's an easy one.
In jail, easy.
It's Themba Bavuma, South African cricketer, plays for the Highveld Lions.
And you did say that you are a former sports presenter. So yes, Themba Bavuma, I'm giving you straight away. Oh, you like cricket?
I love cricket.
It takes long though, man. 5 days, yonke.
It does. I mean, that's for a test, you know, but these days, I feel like the test format is getting so interesting.
And then who is this? Can you tell me who this person is?
Roll it.
Can you recognize?
He's an athlete.
Yeah. The fastest South African in history.
Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah.
995. That was his time. 9 seconds. 95.
Yeah, no. You're starting to show both now. Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Beat Wade in that race.
Okay, you're showing off. Stop.
I'm just trying to show you that I'm within.
It's not an audition for YoTV Reloaded, please.
I mean, it could be an audition for SPORTAT10, but hey.
Last question, and then the audition is over. The last person to be recognized, he's doing great things right now.
Oh, wow.
Can you tell me who he is? He was Super Rugby revelation last season with the Lions. He's been speaking about it.
I don't know who this is. I know it's a rugby player.
But
plays for the Lions.
Kotnal Skosan,
I know.
Kotnan Skosan.
Jololo.
Nothing.
Jololo.
2 out of 3.
You look nice, brother. Hey.
Yo.
So do I get both? I got 2.
Okay, my daughter's watching. Just say hello, Jose. Just say
Hi, Tsego. How are you, Nana?
You know, come. Did you hear like the whole interview in English, ne? And then suddenly,
The Venda girl came out.
Baso, Venda people will make you believe they are Zulu for 40 years. Until one phone call, you see you guys, State Theatre tomorrow, Rustenburg Civic Theatre on Friday, and then Bona, so we're 2 teams. You will never find inner peace. Swallow Zilitwerigapilu. Wozani NFT Sinmele.
Never.
No, for real. But I'm just saying. Yeah, so Nagi Bullets Tabataka. Tomorrow State Theatre. People think I'm doing jokes ka sports failane. Tomorrow Ototiyar Obes Moom. Friday, Castuana, Rustenburg, Aksabele.
We'll say goodnight now. Hulani Ravele, you join us as we say the words that are now immortal in sports television. If you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing? Good night.